The next couple of exercises is how to do linear algebra in Excel. However, before I start doing that, I really want to emphasize that if you want to do linear algebra, it's a strong sign that you should use a different software. And in this course, the option is R. But other good options is MATLAB or Python. Or rather, I should say Python Pandas. However, now I just want to show how to do it in Excel, even if it's not really the way to do it. So first of all, I want to begin with showing how to do it the Excel way. So let's assume now that we have these 3 index funds. And this is just the holdings of 5 companies in these index funds. So this is just the number of shares of each stock for these 3 funds. And this is the holdings last quarter, and these are the holdings this quarter. So we want to know how much have the holdings changed during this quarter. So we want to take the new holding data and subtract the old holding data. So the Excel way is to just highlight the cell, write an equal sign, and then I want to take this value minus this value. I push enter, and then I can just pull this cell down. So I just grab this little corner, pull it down, and pull it to the right. And it's always good to double check. So I just double click this and see, okay, we take this blue cell minus the red cell, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So this is the classic Excel way of doing it. Just write the cell commands once and then just pull out the cells in the directions you want to spread it. However, we can do this with so-called cell arrays instead. But before doing that, I want to name these matrices because it simplifies a lot. So we can name any cells in Excel by just highlighting them. And the easiest is to just switch the name in this little cell here. So I want to call this A. So I just write uppercase A, push enter. So now these cells will have the name A. And then I can do the same thing with this. I highlight this and rename it B. So now I want to take this matrix and subtract this matrix. So this is a 5 by 3 matrix. And this is a 5 by 3 matrix. And this is one of the first drawbacks in Excel, is that I need to highlight the correct dimensions to make the cell arrays work. So I know I'm gonna take a 5 by 3 matrix, subtract a 5 by 3 matrix, so I'm gonna get a 5 by 3 matrix as an output also. So I'm gonna highlight 5 rows, 3 columns. I'm gonna put an equal sign. I'm gonna write A, because that's the name of the first cells, and I'm gonna subtract the B cells. To get this to work, I'm now gonna push Control, Shift, and then Enter. Control, Shift, Enter. And then it's gonna fill up the whole array I have highlighted. But this is one of the first problems with Excel, and that is it will not tell you if you have given it the wrong dimensions. So if I do the same thing, let's say I instead mis-highlighted, and I still do the A minus B, Control Shift Enter, Excel will not tell me that I have just messed up. So it's just going to continue calculating as everything is working properly. But if I did this in a different software, this would never happen. But in Excel, yes, you missed a column and everything just breaks down. I'm going to just Control Shift Enter and fill up the whole thing. Another thing we note is that this number seems to be erroneous, to say the least. And this is something to be aware about when you work with data. Expect to see oddities in the data. And this is a work file that has been used for several years. So I guess that somebody has deleted a number here, which just then have survived through the years when we have worked with this file in this course. Okay. But notice that this is a totally unreasonable number, so we need to find why this is happening. In this case, this is probably the number that is wrong, and we need to update it with the correct number if this was a real data set.